Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Intimacy Insights by Anais. If this is your first time here, I want you to relax and hit the subscribe button because here we talk about love. We talk about relationships and the real stuff no one tells you about in relationships and marriages. Now, let me ask you something since you're now here on my channel. Have you ever been in a relationship that felt like it was falling apart? Or you're currently in a relationship that is falling apart? Maybe you still love the person, but things just aren't the same anymore. If you're in that situation or you've been in that situation, I want you to drop a heartbreaking emoji in the comments if you've ever been in a situation where you weren't sure if your relationship could be saved. Because today we are going to be talking about something really deep, which is, can you actually fix a broken relationship? And if so, how? Now, listen up. I'm not here to just give you a random advice or random talks. We are going to break down this step by step. Like, we're going to break this down step by step. We're going to talk about real life situations, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to do next. Before we talk about fixing things up, let's first define what we mean by a broken relationship. What I mean by a broken relationship, because let's be honest, some relationships aren't really broken. They are just going through a rough patch. Yes, they are going through a rough patch. But some, they are hanging on a thread. Small, very light thread. And once they are broken, what's the law? That's the end. Some signs that your relationship might be broken includes constant fighting, where even the smallest thing in your relationship turns into an argument. Maybe you've reached a point where you and your partner barely even talk anymore. And when you do, it feels like it's forced or you're tensed to do it. Then there is this silent treatment coming from your partner. You both are living more like roommates than lovers. You barely acknowledge each other's presence. Trust might also be a big issue. Maybe someone cheated or there were too many lies. And now, no matter what they say, you second guess everything that comes out of your partner's mouth. Then, what about emotional distance? You used to be best friends with your partner, but now you feel more like strangers. Maybe the effort is gone, the good morning text stopped, the little thoughtful gestures from your partner faded, and it feels like you're just going through motions. If any of this sounds familiar, please, I want you to relax. Don't worry, you are not alone, and I'm not here to tell you to break up. Mm-mm. I'm here to help you figure out if your relationship can work again, if it can be saved, and how. Now, here is where we get very real. Not all relationships are meant to be fixed. Yes, I know, that's hard. It's hard to hear. But let's be very, very honest. If there is a constant abuse, whether it's physical, emotional, or verbal abuse, that is not a relationship that should be fixed. Mhm. If the other person refuses to change, refuses to communicate, or if you're the only one carrying the relationship, making an effort, then we need to talk about letting go in the relationship. However, if both of you still love each other and you both are willing to work on things, then there is hope. Yes, that's the good news. Some relationships can bounce back stronger than ever, believe me, but only if both people involved are committed to fixing things. Some signs that your relationship can be saved includes both partners being willing to work on it. One person can't fix a relationship alone. If only one person is making an effort while the other person is emotionally checked out, That's a bad sign. The next thing is figuring out whether the relationship issue is actually fixable. Some problems like poor communications or neglect can be worked on, but other problems like constant cheating or complete lack of respect are harder to repair. Yeah. If you and your partner can still communicate, even if it's very difficult to communicate, but at least you both can communicate a little, there is still hope. When communication completely shuts down in a relationship, the relationship starts to die. Respect is another big one. If there is no mutual respect, it's almost impossible to rebuild trust. Quote me anywhere. And finally, love. Love, 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 love. We've been talking about love. Even when times are tough, if you both can still genuinely care for each other, you have something worth saving. Yes, the love is worth saving. So, how do you fix a broken relationship? That's the topic for the day. I'll be listing out 5 things you must do if you want to repair the damage and build something even stronger in your relationship. Number one, be honest about the problem. You heard me. Before you can fix anything, you have to figure out what's actually wrong. Is it trust? Is it lack of communication? Is someone feeling unappreciated? You need to sit down and talk about the real issue, not just the symptoms, but the root cause of that problem in your relationship. Next one, which is the second one, you need to take responsibilities. If you messed up, own your shit, own it up. No excuses. No, but you did it first. Just pure accountability. And if your partner messed up, they need to own to it too. Nothing can change if both people don't acknowledge their part in a conflict or in whatever went wrong in the relationship. Third one is rebuilding trust. And this is very challenging. This is the big one. Trust isn't just fixed with I'm sorry. It's fixed with changed behavior. If you broke your partner's trust, you have to show them you've changed. Yes, you don't just have to come and tell them, oh, babe, sorry, I've changed. You have to show it with your action. And if they broke yours, they need to prove themselves over time. Trust takes efforts and consistency to rebuild. Another major factor in fixing a broken relationship is, which is the fourth one, learning to communicate better in your relationship. This is the real thing here. Most relationship fails because of bad communication. I've been hinting on this communication, and I need you to know that communication is key in every relationship. If you always attack, if you always attack your partner instead of listening, if you shut down instead of talking, if you assume in your relationship instead of asking, you're making things worse. Learn to listen. Learn how to express your feelings without blaming your partner. It makes a very huge difference in your relationship. And the fifth one, which is the last one, bring back the love and efforts you both once had in that relationship. The effort you've put in that relationship, bring it back, bring it back. The love. Remember how you used to do those little things for each other. The surprise texts, the sweet messages, the spontaneous dates. Do you remember all of them? I need you to bring it back. Those little things matters a lot. Love isn't just feelings. Love is a verb. It's something you do. Love is action. If the relationship is worth saving, you both have to put in the effort to bring back the spark in the relationship. Now, let me answer some questions I got in my email. Someone asked, what if I'm trying to fix things, but my partner isn't? And my answer to the person, I'll be answering the person in this video. I hope you get to watch this video. My answer to you is that you can't fix a relationship alone. If they are not willing to try, then you may need to consider whether the relationship is actually serving you and if the relationship is what you still staying back for. A healthy relationship takes two people who are willing to work together, not just one person carrying all the weight of the relationship or the whole thing or the marriage. Another question I got, someone said, how do you know when it's time to let go? Yeah, I think that's a question. Yes. Honestly, when you've tried everything, even when you've communicated, when you've given them the chances, when you've made the effort and nothing is changing, it's maybe time for you to walk away. Yes. A relationship should never feel like you're in a prison. Mm, yeah, so I hope I have answered the two questions I received in my email, and I hope you both will see this video. All right, everyone, we just unpacked a lot. So let's recap real quick. Some relationships can be fixed, some cannot be fixed. The key is knowing the difference. If you do want to fix it, it takes honesty, accountability, trust, communication, and efforts. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried fixing a broken relationship? Did it work? Or was it a lost cause? Yes. So I want you to drop your thoughts in the comments. I will take my time to read every single one. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel and make sure you turn on your notification bell so you don't get to miss any video from us. And remember, if you have a personal story to share with us and you want us to share it anonymously, don't forget to send us an email on the email address on this channel. I can still call the email. The email address is intimacyinsight@gmail.com. I did love to feature your experience in our future episode. I want you to know that love is never easy, but with the right person is always worth the effort. Until next time, please take care of your hearts for me. See you next time. Bye.